Cancer, this is going to be your general reading for November 2018. This is for Cancer rising, sun, and moon sign. This is your general reading, so we'll see what comes out of this one. For the original 11 cards for your Celtic Cross, you actually have a lot more than 11 this month. I am using the spiral deck as usual for your main cards. And this month for your clarifiers, I'm using this cute little deck that is called the Wildwood Tarot. And so I have to admit I'm a little bit shocked at this reading. Not that I really have anything in particular to expect for each sign's reading, but this one is rather intense, you guys. This is probably the most intense, different reading out of all of them for the month. And so I'm going to try to make sense out of this. Because this is so specific, it's probably not going to apply for all of you. There aren't too many ways I could really read this. The message is pretty loud and clear in a weird, complicated way. So just to give you a heads up, this may not apply. I can't say I would be happy if it did apply to you. Not that it's totally horrific, but it's most definitely complicated. So I'm going to show you your Celtic Cross cards first, and then I'll start reading. You'll see what I'm talking about the further into this you get. So I'm sure for a certain number of you this is going to make total sense for you. Your central experience for the month of November is the Seven of Swords. Your challenge or countering situation to that is the Tower. What is helping you, thank goodness, is the Knight of Cups. At your core or root of your being, you are the Queen of Pentacles. Very good. I'm glad to see you maintaining ground or being grounded throughout this whole reading. You are coming away from the Five of Swords. Your best possible outcome is the King of Swords. Coming up for you in the future. Now, don't panic, Cancers. It isn't as bad as it looks. I'll definitely be giving you remedies as we go, too. You have the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Swords in the future. You right now are another queen, the Queen of Swords. In your surroundings, you have the Nine of Wands. A lot of signs have been getting this card this month for some reason. What is your hope is the Six of Swords. And what is your fear is the Two of Swords. And your general outcome is the Knight of Swords. You have quite a lot of swords in here. You have 8 swords cards out of your Celtic Cross. That's kind of a big deal. So, like I said, this is going to be kind of specific. We'll see if it rings true for you. Your central experience is the Seven of Swords. I definitely needed more information on how to interpret this for you, so I picked 2 cards to go with it. One is the Wheel of Fortune, which in this is just simply called the Wheel. And your other clarifier is the Ten of Wands, which in this deck is called Responsibility. And so what I am getting is that for some odd reason, you feel as though your natural lucky good fortune is being stolen from you. It seems as though whenever you start to feel as though things are moving forward, or things are growing, or things are about to get better than they have been, or when you should have your small bits of luck that every human being should have from time to time, day by day, even if they're very small lucky moments, they're still lucky moments. Seems as though whenever you start to get there, it's stolen from you by sudden things that arise that need you to be responsible or to carry burdens, either for yourself or other people or a situation. Whenever you feel as though things are about to get better, all of a sudden you have a million things on your plate that you have to deal with or do. It's starting to make you feel exhausted, and you're starting to wonder if you are ever going to have things get better or more fortunate, or that you start fully moving forward. Maybe you feel as though you've been in limbo because you're laden down with too many responsibilities or things you have to do or upkeep. This can even be a difficult energy or a difficult person in your life that is sucking your energy from you, or sucking your positive vibes from you, where just when you've started to think positively or feel better and look optimistically towards the future, some jerk has to come along and steal that from you by, I don't know, either putting you down or not encouraging you, or a withdrawal of support. Something. And so this is very intense, you guys. You got the Tower as what is your challenge in this situation. And as a clarifier, you got another tower. You have two towers together, which is emphasizing it even larger than normal. And so something is falling apart or crumbling. This could be something within you. This could be something without you. But your basic structure that you have been relying on all this time, whether it's a relationship or a job or anything, it feels as though it's being ripped away from you, or things are crumbling. Your illusions are crumbling, or your dreams are crumbling. Something's falling apart and it's making you feel unsteady. But this is beautiful. This is what is helping you. And you didn't get anything that's hindering you. Probably because what is your challenge is such a huge, chaotic thing. You probably don't need anything else that's hindering you. So what is helping you is optimism, faith, hope, vision, inspiration, keeping your heart chakra alive and healthy, celebrating the beauty that you do have in your life, and focusing on your dreams for beauty and good fortune to come. To have faith that things are going to get better, or that you will have a renewal of emotion, passion, and drive towards following what you truly want in your heart. Also, I'm getting you have quite a lot of spiritual guides at this time. This could come in the form of unexpected people that come out of the blue, whether it's elderly people, children, people from all walks of life. It's almost like Spirit has set aside little hidden messages or messengers to send you to renew your faith. And you have a great deal of spiritual protection at this time that is guiding you forward if you just listen and pay attention. You will get positive signs as well. Small bits of magic or luck may come your way that renew your faith, that things are about to get a lot better. It just seems as though things are coming to a head right now. So at your root, you have the Sun and the Queen of Pentacles, which is excellent. When I look at how intense this is, I'm guessing that this is an external thing. For some of you, it may be an internal thing, where you feel as though you're falling apart, or you're afraid of falling apart, or something is falling apart around you. But because this is so chaotic and most definitely would knock anybody completely off balance or unground anybody, because after all, it is the foundation or the ground crumbling beneath somebody. It's very nice for me to see that you have the Queen of Pentacles, because look at how grounded she is. It feels as though you're over it. And because you are over it, you've realized that no matter what falls apart around you, you have the strength and fortitude within you to maintain your cool and stay grounded amidst the chaos, or while you are within the chaos. And you have an internal fire or passion that is awakening in you at this time, where you're believing in yourself more. You will not be stopped. I feel as though you are over something, and so now you have all the fire within you to feel motivated and have the energy that you need in order to rebuild or build a new foundation for yourself, or create a sense of stability for yourself, of a feeling of being provided for, that you can have abundance, you can have what you wish, you can have good fortune. Whatever energy that has been stopping you or feels as though it's blocking you, you have enough passion that lights a fire in you that you can get through anything. You can get through anything and survive this, and not only that, thrive from this experience, even though it's chaotic. And again, I'm getting really strongly that you have strong guides at this time, whether it's people or spirits or whatever you want to call it. You have a lot of energy being sent to you in support. So this is in your recent past. Has someone been bullying you? Have you felt as though someone's been exerting way too much attempted power over you, or someone's even been cruel to you? And at first, this made you feel as though you were shot down, or you had no energy left in order to deal with that energy of cruelty, and you may have been sleeping more than usual recently, or running out of energy more than usual. You've needed to rest in order to get your energy back. And again, it seems as though you have gotten your energy back. And how you got your energy back, here's the other clarifier with the Five of Swords, is the King of Cups, the heron bird, was by paying attention to your feelings and trusting your intuition concerning things, feeling self-protective. Also, you have a great deal of protection surrounding you in the recent past in dealing with this energy. And so your best possible outcome is the King of Swords, which again, I'm getting that you're completely over it. You've done everything that you could possibly do in this situation, and now you are laying down the law, or you're becoming very clear on where you're at or what you think. Your best possible outcome is most definitely to make some kind of a decision and follow through with it, or to communicate in a very direct, honest way about where you're at, and also not to deal with any shit. Your clarifier with this is the Nine of Swords, which in this deck is called Dedication. What I'm getting here is that you have already been over it and you already have been communicating, but you've remained dedicated to speaking your truth and being very clear about where you're at and what you see. At points, reaching a point where you feel defeated because either no one's been listening or you've just encountered setbacks along the way with this energy that you've been trying to carry. But you've come so far along with that now that you may start to see results from this because you have remained dedicated and you haven't given up. To see this thing through. Okay. In the near future, it looks like you are completely trapped in your emotional and mental body, where nothing makes any sense and you can't see a way out or see things in any other way or in any way at all. I'm kind of getting a feeling here, pardon me for being so blunt, but I'm almost getting a feeling like some people in the Cancer Collective are being psychically attacked by negative thinkers or negative people that are thinking negative thoughts about you or trying to stop you somehow. If this rings true to you and you feel as though it's not just a normal blockage, it's a blockage that's being caused by something else, you may want to trust your intuition and do what's necessary to clear that away from you or remove that from you, whether it's burning sage, smudging, doing something to remove the thorns out of your back or the swords out of your back. Something. This isn't just you. I'm getting that this is coming from something else too that's trying to do this to you. So I had to pick clarifiers to go with those two. A lot of this has to do with remaining true to what you have decided and deciding come hell or high water, you are going to move forward. That wheel is going to be turning so fast and so powerfully that anything that is in your way is going to be torn into shreds. You need to make up your mind about where you go from here so that it can start manifesting. And your remedies for unblocking yourself is to focus on happiness. I'm getting you need to daydream more about what you do want. And you also have the Page of Cups, which in this deck is Otter. You need to play. Get away from that energy. When you start to get locked up in your head or feel stuck, go out and play. If you have children, play with your children. Go out into nature. Do something different that gets you back in touch with your soul. and with what you truly long for. Because keep in mind, what is helping you is the Star and the Knight of Cups. You have all the energy in the universe that is positive in your hands. To decide to get through this and focus on what would make you happy. And also, there's messages headed your way in the future. Just when you think that everything is lost, you may receive some kind of an opportunity, or something comes through for you that is extremely positive, that makes you feel really happy. And so you right now, again, are over it. You have the King and the Queen of Swords in here. You are over it. You are ready to make some kind of a decision and execute it, or to really assess what is going on, to trust your own perceptions, to say what needs to be said, because you are over the struggle. You're done struggling. You don't want struggle anymore. You've gotten to a place of feeling even if you continue to struggle, you're going to dig yourself deeper and deeper into it, and you don't want that anymore because you're over it. You're over the struggle, and so you're ready to communicate or decide or do something, or to knock it off, whether it's coming from someone else or you. In your surroundings, you are wrapping up an old cycle of action so that you can begin a new one. This is the Ace of Swords. You definitely have a new idea. You have a wish or an idea that you would like to pursue. And so you need to finish this stuff off so that you can pursue your great idea. In your surroundings, you are afraid of remaining stuck in frustration. This is the Five of Swords. This is fighting and frustration and conflict. You are afraid of remaining in limbo and not being able to get out of it. But your hope is to move away from it. Get away from it, move away from it, move on from it, or resolve it. It is possible this could be resolved, maybe, for some of you, or to move on. Your general outcome is that you are over it yet again, and you are ready to go to battle. At this point, you are so over it that if it doesn't change, or if people aren't listening, you are willing on yelling, so to speak, or duking it out. Your card to go with this is the Five of Wands, which in this deck is called Empowerment. I feel as though you have had it. And so now you're going to battle. It almost feels as though you can't hold it in any longer. And you're just going to say what needs to be said. Say exactly what's on your mind and what you think about all of this. You're over it. I'm going to pick a remedy, or not a remedy. I want to pick a card to just represent whatever your spirit guides need you to know, because that is quite an aggressive, frustrated feeling. I'm wondering if this is really the best thing for you to do. It's good because getting it out can be extremely empowering. And finally deciding not to be submissive or to just put up with it anymore. You will not put up with this anymore. You will do whatever it takes to stop this, whatever it is. But I want to pick another card to see. Yeah. Make sure that you think first before you act. Don't act too rashly. Definitely weigh things. This is reminding me of, both of these are Libra cards. They're very similar. So I feel as though you are coming from a fair place, though. I don't feel as though you're being unjust. Just remember to keep your cool. You can still go to battle. You can still say what needs to be said, but try not to get too emotional about it. At the same time, while you do that, keep your cool. Keep yourself centered, and you will. I'm getting whoever this is or whatever this situation is to get a whole lot of something from you that they deserve, probably, and that they need you to do this, or the situation needs you to do this. Speaking up thing. Saying, you know what, if this can't be fixed, then I'm out. You will not be blocked or held back or suppressed anymore. You're over it. So, okay, you guys, hopefully that made sense or helped in some way. And I love you guys very much. If anyone's been bullying you, good luck to them. You'd most definitely have spirit on your side, and spirit is quite powerful to have on your side. Okay, I wish you all the best. See you soon for your bonus reading. Bye.